All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
50. Mike 57. In your face.
On first down, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Buffalo.
319. 57 to Mike. Who that?
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Corey Peters breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. And he finds Montgomery complete.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And Diggs has it.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. A 12-yard gain.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bills 7, Ravens nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and an alley to run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Ravens nothing.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Complete to Bryant. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Complete to Des Bryant.
Mike is a 15. Check Mike 15. Exit.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, he's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Set and read. 50. Mike 50. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson finds his tight end Ingram. The end result, 21 yards.
Let's go. Let's go.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Allen now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, it's caught by OBJ. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
57. Check.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And an alley to run. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job.
Ready, set.
And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be complete to Breida. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw again is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Pernell McPhee. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Jackson. A big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Jackson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
28-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. But I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. Mike's 50. 50. Now watch run. 50.
Now Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked picked off by Duron Harmon. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it. Throwing
on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler, Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Allen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Kendricks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, his throw incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, Jackson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have retaken the lead. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Now Allen. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Ravens 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. He'll get this one to Switzer. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Throwing now is Jackson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Haywood. Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Allen. It's caught. Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
First down, Bills.
So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. This to advance to the divisional round. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready? Right. Mike 52. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Baltimore, first down.
Me and you all day. All day.
First and 10
I'm coming
at the
after you.
50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jackson finds his tight end Ingram. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here it comes. Here it comes.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Guys, it's game situation.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Man open, it's Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run, and he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.